This is Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Good morning and welcome to another episode. My name is Elsie Godwin and I'm here with Ife Oluwa Oshunkeye and Ewa Oritu.
You have to take it again. And I'm here with Ewa Oritu and Ife Oshunkeye. Or Ife, what you think?
Ladies, do you want to take it again?
Ladies first.
You want to take it again?
No, you don't have to take it again because you already made the introduction.
If I want the mood you were in on Friday, that morning
Friday
mood, that's what I want.
That Friday morning.
Yeah. I don't know, but you were so, analytic.
Eh?
Yeah.
I'm still going to be analytic in a calmer mood.
Okay.
I'll look forward to that. Anyway, moving on. We have good news this morning. I'm sure most of you must have seen it. BamBam and Teddy A, they're engaged, and that's a good thing. But Nigerians are lashing out at each other right now because apparently, remember when she was in Big Brother Nigeria and we had the bathroom thing, right? So we now have
thing.
Oh, yeah, toilet, bathroom, yeah. And there are people who are saying, you see your life? People were saying this, that. He was using her and all that. And right now, she has the ring. So it's been an interesting conversation online. And before we go into this conversation, I know Ife had a chat with Teddy A yesterday.
Oh.
And then we're going to see that video very quickly before we tell you our own opinion.
New groom in town. It's not yet official, but this brother just got us. Oh Lord, should I keep going?
No, please.
Because I was watching your Insta story and I had to wear shades just to look at BamBam's ring. Like, whoa! Like I was getting blind, bro. You have good taste in choosing a ring. Now I want to say congratulations to you first of all, and aside that, when is the wedding coming up?
Don't worry now. You guys will.
We don't want Lord of the Rings.
No, watch this space. Even though our thing is out there, I like to keep my stuff low key regardless. So when we're ready, you guys will know.
When we are ready, we are plenty. I mean, when we are ready, we'll let you know. But like what you said, I mean, that ring was or is beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Like, yeah, very beautiful. And I mean,
And then I don't know, his voice was really low when he said that part. But when I was like, you have very good taste in picking a ring, and he said, and also picking a woman.
Aww.
Do you understand? Like, but his voice was really low, so you won't get that part. But he actually said, and
or the height of your mic was too low.
Okay, thank you for shading my height. Yeah, but no, it's not about the height.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
His voice was
about,
low. Okay.
His voice was actually.
I agree.
But you heard every other thing.
Yes. But that's a good one. Thank you for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on real quick. My thoughts to this it's the fact that I've always said this before. No one rule fits all when it comes to almost anything, especially relationship. And I'm not going to subscribe to the idea of saying they started from the toilet because we are seeing that I started from the toilet, now she has a ring. I wouldn't say they started from the toilet. I mean, you just saw a moment, and that was not when whatever started with them started, right?
Most of us have had some awkward moments of intimacy.
Hold on. Are you saying intimacy in the toilet is awkward now? The problem is that it was
just on
national TV.
It's actually not awkward.
No, I'm even trying to generalize it and put it out there, like even in your private life, in your private moments with somebody you're in love
I get what you're
with,
saying. I mean,
you
so many people are
like,
bashing, and they're bashing what they actually do. The only difference is that you were opportune to see this live.
Yeah,
right?
but we all have that awkward moments where we have
Don't use the
intimate.
word awkward, please.
Okay, we all have that moments where we have that intimate moments in awkward places.
Okay. My thoughts on this. First, I'm very happy for BamBam and Teddy A. Like they deserve each other. They were able to influence each other in a positive way, and I feel like it came as a surprise, anyways. And I want to publicly apologize for ever doubting whatever they shared, because I was feeling.
So you doubted?
Yeah, I did actually. I was feeling. After the whole BBM thing, somebody's probably using somebody, somebody's doing this, until they went for the reunion and they had the polygraph test, and I was like, okay, I think I'm beginning to believe this what they have. And then with this, oh my God, I'm super excited. I'll be attending the wedding online, say no more. And this will probably change some people's mindsets, like what they think about women and women having sex on their first dates, and they
One
feel
night
like
stands.
one night stands, and like I mean, all these things.
That's
don't
why I'm
matter.
saying I have a problem because I don't think this was a one night stand. They clicked in the house, and then they had a thing for each other, and then
It
the
happened
whole thing
naturally.
flowed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't want
But
to
you know,
call
like
it
most
that.
people that have been to the house, for example, Nina and Miracle, that they were like couples.
Please, we knew that was not going anywhere.
And all of that, but like.
But that's
people,
the same thing people
No.
talk about. Teddy A.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the same way
it
people
was
saw BamBam and
clear.
Teddy
Like,
A.
Miracle is just, okay, I don't want to say something that will make it look like I'm looking down on some set of people. So I'll just keep that to myself. But I just
But
knew
you
that.
tell us behind the
Yeah, I'll tell you behind the scene. But Nina and Miracle, I didn't see any future
Honestly,
there.
I saw Mira and Nina Cool the same way I was saying BamBam and Teddy A, like after the whole show. And then when they came out and they still continued their couple thing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
For
maybe
them, I
somebody's
wasn't
using-
sure. I didn't know what to feel. So I just let them have fun and enjoy their life. I
But
didn't know what to
even if after the show, I posted something on my WhatsApp, like even if after the show, BamBam and Teddy A probably parted ways. Like I mean, it's still no big deal.
Yeah.
People should stop really putting pressure on
people.
Let them live their life. Like live and let others.
Not
live.
every relationship has to
Intimate.
work out.
Work
Yeah.
and like that's what I think.
But another thing I also figured out from all of this was that watching close friends with Teddy A and BamBam as well. So I see their stories, even apart from stories, I've seen like WhatsApp status that people won't see if you don't have their number, right? And the apartment they both live in, they have like three
they live
pictures.
together?
Yeah, they live together and they had like 3 pictures of each other. So I knew this was heading somewhere. This can't just be a girlfriend. Your boyfriend will not just put your picture on his wall. You understand? Like together and all of that. They had like 3 pictures in their living room and all that. So I knew right
This was
from
going
time that
somewhere.
this was definitely going somewhere. And I'm really proud of Teddy A because, you know, known as the alpha
According to his
male,
fellow man, they said
fly
that man,
guy.
you
Now, honestly, I was
Yeah.
like, no, Teddy is actually the real man. And he's a real man in the sense that he's smart, that he has a good woman.
and he
he's smart.
recognized
Yeah,
it.
he recognized
You know, there was
it
a
and he's
caption
smart
he used
to keep
recently. He
it.
said, "We recognize real." I think that was the post before this ring came out. Anyway, congratulations to Teddy A and BamBam, and we cannot
should
wait
pick
for that.
colours
He
So
said we
no.
should know. He said
Anyway.
we should watch the space. He will
We're
let us
watching
know when
it.
the
We're
man.
watching
watching
it, and I'm sure
We're
Ife is
watching.
watching it closely for us.
I must be there. Plus events must cover.
Moving on. ASAP Rocky crashes KANYE'S Sunday service. Well, the fun started on Friday when President Donald Trump shared a pun intended tweet on ASAP's release. He tweeted, and I quote, "ASAP Rocky released from prison and on his way to the United States from Sweden. It was a rocky week. Get home ASAP ASAP. Okay, get home ASAP ASAP." That was quite interesting, but of course, you know, Trump has these permanent haters and people that anything he does, they will always see the negative in it. Some people were angry, some people were happy, some people were saying, stop taking credits for what you did not do. But moving on from that one real quick, ASAP decides to show gratitude to Kanye by crashing his Sunday service. As you recall, Kanye West was part of the initial push to get ASAP's legal predicament onto President Trump's radar before he was eventually freed last Friday, pending a verdict. Okay, yeah, so it's nice. I also saw the Kendall Jenner twist, and funny thing is that part never came up. All this while, they're just what?
They're just Jones.
Why would you say that?
Kendall thing. Because if you looked at most of the posts, they said they look chummy. Some said they look romantically
They've not been seen
involved.
together.
Well,
so many
they had a
years,
thing, they
this, that.
dated.
They were
Yeah.
talking. They were talking.
Does
So why
not
are you
mean
telling me about the
anything, yeah.
chummy part of it? You understand? Like,
There was one I read, like, standing next to each other romantically, and I'm like, okay, is that
and
when
then I
you
watched the
stand
video and I
close
was
to
like,
people?
okay, these people were just talking like they were inches away from
Were they
each
supposed
other.
to ignore each other? They're just exes, not enemies.
Yeah. And besides, even their relationship before ended in 2017 when we stopped seeing them publicly. That is, it doesn't even mean that they stopped
ended,
seeing.
yeah.
Where we stopped seeing them publicly was in 2017, right? And what makes you think that something isn't still going on?
But this is what I think here. You know, Kendall and their family, they love attention.
Yeah.
ASAP has a good level of attention on him right now because of this arrest. You know, that's why they say there's no bad or good publicity. This has, even those that don't know who ASAP is now know that there's an ASAP don't you think Kendall might want to like
jump on it,
rekindle that flame and enjoy this attention?
Especially when they like to, you know, snatch successful.
We have to wait for mommy manager script because she writes the script. Mommy she writes the script. I'm sure she'll drop something for us soon. Anyway.
And then maybe we'll probably see ASAP in one of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians series.
Yeah.
But real quick, did you find President Trump's tweets offensive?
No, I didn't find it offensive because there's a man, Brian, I can't remember the capacity in which he represents the United States of America right now, but he said that that they need to let him out of prison. If not, this would affect the bilateral relationship with Sweden. And if you know about bilateral, you know this is the agreement between two countries that is maybe on oil deals, on mineral resources,
on whatever
deal they have together. This would affect it because I've always said this on the show that Americans do not play with their citizens, especially when they're in a foreign jail. They don't joke around with that. Do you understand? It's better when their citizens are in their jail. Okay, you want this guy to be tried. You want justice to take its course, right? But you need to let this guy out. Do you understand? And then from there. Now, the president of America stood for him. That is not a flight risk. As soon as you guys want him back in your country for trial, he will come back. And that's the president standing for somebody. So how deep can he be? But one thing I also appreciated about the Sweden government is that they kept saying that, look, the judicial system is independent. Nobody can influence them. It's not like America, it's not like Nigeria.
Doesn't mean it doesn't have what's the best word to use now? It doesn't have his flaws. Because I don't know why you would arrest a man and keep him for almost a month without charging him, and then it's just wrong.
On a case of a flight risk,
it's
it's okay for you to think, okay, he's a flight risk, especially if he's found guilty and someone of that status being ASAP Rocky, knowing that he has the money. If he decides to disappear, he can disappear. But after the president stood for him, I didn't see any reason to still keep him in jail. Before then, maybe I wouldn't be saying this, but after Donald Trump stood for ASAP Rocky, I didn't see any reason to still hold him back.
All right, it's time for a quick break, but when we return, some more conversations will come up. We'll be right back.
It's where the big stories live. This is Plus TV Africa.
When I did it, I was full on, hands-on on the whole project.
So how did you deal with it? All of that negativity?
I got depressed, obviously. Duh. Haven't you heard?
I've got two of the hottest topics currently trending on social media. If you've seen the word Senate trending on Twitter, that's because the Nigerian police force has gone Trump style.
I probably haven't shared this with anyone, but I reckon I get about like 100 people asking for help a day. That's a fact. I can prove that.
Welcome back. We're talking marriageness. As Simi says, marriage does not elevate the value of a woman. She tweeted, and I quote, "Hate when people defend women with how you can talk to a married woman like that. Or how can you talk to a married woman like that? You can't do that to her. Do you know she's married?" She now went on to say, "I know you mean well, but you're implying that disrespecting single women is excusable. We got to change that. Marriage does not elevate the value of a woman. Every woman, regardless of status, must be treated respectfully. So married women also need to erase the idea that they are more special. You're really not, sis. Your special is in the good that you do and the value that you add." End of quotes. And I read that with pride. You know, it's just spot on. And I know there are so many things that people might want to advocate when they try to look at the situations through the lens of their gender activism and all that, and it just sounds so wrong and so weird, and you're wondering, what is it now? Let it go. But this one is, I feel like it hit home for me. Now, this is my personal opinion, and I've seen it happen over and over again. There are people, or there are women of some certain age that cannot get to sit at a certain table because you're not married, and they feel like you're not responsible if you're not married. In fact, I told you guys of my friends or some guys that I know that wear rings. They're not married. They they just want to wear it to attend business meeting and respect. So I feel like the pressure is both sides, and I think we should get to that point where we understand that you should respect a person for the value they bring and for just being a human being until they tell you, I deserve to be disrespected, instead of waiting to find out if they are married or not. That's how I feel about this one.
No, go on.
Okay. Go on. I'm going to agree with her, but I'm not like totally going to agree with her. Yes, she's right. People need to stop saying, okay, don't talk to her like that, she's married. But you know that in some situation here, is actually that statement is actually necessary to say that don't do this to this.
In what instance? Okay.
For example, let's say, you know, there's a way opposite sex would probably play with a single woman. Because I've been in that kind of situation before, yeah, and then the guy just walks in and their friends, they're just with the other married women, they were having whatever, like just playing around, and there's this older woman that was there and was like, you don't play with a married woman like that. She's not saying disrespect a single lady, but at least there's a reason why so much value is placed on marriage in the first place. So I'm not saying getting married, of course, is not an achievement, but as a married woman, to an extent,
there are things you should be found doing.
Exactly my point. Like there's a way
I don't think she was looking at it from that angle.
Can I just weigh in on this now, because I'm coming based on what you said. Now, Simi is a definition of small girl, big God, and I like the fact that she did the song about that. Yeah.
Because wait. Because what do you mean by small girl, big girl? Because there are so many meanings out there.
I'm sure it does not mean this.
We need to put it clear.
If you actually watch Plus events, you would have heard what we actually discussed about small girl, big God.
Okay,
because we talked about the legit small girls, big gods,
and
the illegal small girl,
she's the
legit one. Obviously, she's a married woman. Okay, that sounds
no, we
like
need to make that clear.
That sounds like I'm just supporting the married code. Now, you said you don't play with a married woman that allows you to play with her like that. It is none of your business. Don't go and start telling her how somebody should play with you, because you don't know a relationship with her husband. You don't know the type of
man he is, what they accept and
so
what they do not
it is none of your business. So this is exactly what Simi is saying, that do not be saying because this person is married. They're humans. Let them live their lives. Now, a lot of people will tell you, you can't wear certain clothes, you're married. You can't do certain things, you're married. You can't go to certain places, you're married. Do you understand? Now, I met in, say, Ikpe Etim on last Monday at an event, and I was trying to remind her of the last place we spoke, which was in a nightclub, Cocoon, at Ikoyi, and she was like, oh yeah, I was with my husband's friend, okay, I remember you now. Do you understand? Like, it wasn't something hidden.
And it wasn't awkward.
Do you understand? Like, it wasn't so... No. But some other people will see, like, is this woman not married? What's she doing in the club? That's not even her husband. People will start speculating different things. So this is what I'm telling you, that, look, regardless of whether a woman is married, it is not your business.
Yeah,
Let
and if she's not the one saying that don't play with me in a certain type of way, it's nobody else's business.
See, I understand where you're coming from. But as much as I appreciate the whole respect is for every woman, whether you're married or you're not married, but then I would as much as I like that whole thing, I would still not want us to trade with our cultural value.
You're not trading.
What's cultural value about this, please?
Now, when I mean cultural value, is that there's a particular value, like I said before, placed on marriage. Do you understand? Like, if you're married, I'm sure even most people that are not married, most old women that are not married, they know that this thing will come their way and they are ready for it. Do you understand?
This type of mentality is the reason why a lot of married women would tie a rapper in the house and their men will start
getting my point.
No, there's nothing, and there's no cultural value in this.
You're not getting my point.
Hold on, I understand what you're saying. But you see that value, once you step out of your corridor in your house, it is in your mind and with your partner. You do not need to expect people around you to carry you or treat you a certain type of way because of your value.
No, listen, I'm not saying that. That's why I said I agree with her. But in some cases, it probably will, that statement will probably not work.
Like, Ewa, you're my G.
But you've not been able to give us statement. Maybe we need to move on to the next story, though.
Elsie is my G. If you guys get married tomorrow, I would not stop relating with you because you are married. Do Do you understand? Unless your husband has a problem with it, and then you come up to me and say that, if all these things have to stop, I'm now married, my husband is not cool with this, I would respect that. Now, that has nothing to do with culture. If Elsie comes to me and says that, if all this is now side dog, we do Christian hug because I'm a married woman, I would respect that. But until that married woman says that, as long as she's married, she's still human. She's still your friend. She's still the same person you've always known.
And you don't need to have like a certain type of way,
so you don't have a special treatment. Because in fact, you get them bored. That leads to boredom. Do you understand?
We need to move on. Our time is not on our side, but anyway, let's move on. Tekno reacts to viral video of him for dancing with girls in transparent truck. On Friday night in Lagos, a social media user shared a video of a transparent truck carrying dancing girls dressed in bikinis as spotted at the Lekki toll. These girls, 4 in number, formed a circle around a pole in a scene of exotic dancers in Gentlemen's Club. A man was seen dancing with them. The man was later identified as popular Nigerian musician Tekno. He was reportedly shooting a video for a song titled Agege, which features rapper Zlatan Ibile. Of course, social media moral police went gaga. And we also hear that the advertising agency involved has been sanctioned till further notice for promoting indecency. Bottom line is Tekno has apologized. So, if I'm coming to you on this one.
All right. So the first time when I saw the story, I was like, wow, people are going to go crazy on social media. Now, this is where you have the moral, hypocritical, upright people coming out to say indecency, this is that. But this is something we all see on television. This is something that happens in Beverly Hills. Now, if you call Lagos City the
mega city.
Yeah, the mega city or the Big Apple in comparison to New York City, obviously things like this will happen. But I am not saying that they
don't forget
right.
our cultural value. She's there.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I am not saying they are right, which is why I appreciated Tekno's statement, because I was like, they will come for him. Oh, this is indecency. Because in fact, I didn't even know it was Tekno at first because I saw the story. I was like, maybe it was a strip club, that they were promoting that, so that in case, you know, you can just be driving now, you just see those girls, you just start following their boss. Wow. You forget where they are going.
What Tekno said, that was around 12 midnight.
Yeah, so if you have kids out, well, there's no speculated time to have your kids out there. But if you have kids out there
at that time,
do you understand? So if you're saying that that's and I understand his excuse as well, because he said that, look, it's not like we just decided to go, it's not like we were shooting and moving. Now, we were from one location to the other. We didn't have enough vehicles. Now, this is one of the props for the music video. And we had to move with it. He said because there was nothing to dance to. There was no music, there was no ventilation, they were sweating.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I did watch the video. They were dancing now. It's just hype now. They were just, it could have been phone. And all of that's his excuse.
More like there was, okay.
No, there could be music, but
like
he is saying that this was not a deliberate attempt to do what they did. That they had transportation, logistic issues, and everybody had to be in that truck. In normal sense, if I understand what he's saying, they were not supposed to be in that truck. Yeah. The truck was supposed to be used at the location, right? Yeah. But because they all couldn't find another way to get to where they're going, they were already in the truck. And in my head, I'm thinking, if I'm in the truck, then I better make the most of it. And
do you understand? Like, and then you're still in the vibe of a video shoot, so obviously, what if it was rehearsals?
People just got into their feelings about this. It's not even as serious as
indecency is very serious.
It's serious, but when they already know that
guy did not take a video
shoot
to post it on social media, we will not be where we are right now.
No, my point is indecency is serious, but in this contest, you already know that it's a video shoot, and you cannot. The fact that they are doing it. Like he said, it was not like they were having that shoot at that particular location.
It wasn't like a daytime.
It wasn't like daytime. That was where I was even going. That the person that recorded the video should have probably stated it there that this is midnight or something. Because most people actually didn't know that it was midnight. Sorry.
See, he's spilling our tea. Okay, sorry.
Hey, why is spilling so much tea?
So most people didn't know it was like midnight. Do you get? That's why so many people are coming like, why would you do this? Because I was reading comments and I'm like, this thing is not this serious. So this boy already came to explain himself.
But if you know Nigerians and you are the one who brought up cultural angle, you know this is very serious.
But for like music video,
already waiting on this that our children should not be seeing such indecency, and any advertising agency in charge of that truck should be sanctioned or treated.
But I feel the advertising agency came in when they thought. Before Tekno came to explain that it was for a video shoot, because I don't think they're advertising anything or...
no, there's an agency the truck was attached to.
Yes, and
so
a lot
that
of people
truck is attached to that particular agency, and the registration, from what I read, was last year. They hadn't even registered for this year. So I think that's where the sanction is
their registration that is
their registration is the problem.
And then a lot of people thought it was a strip club promoting their girls, not knowing that it was a... So I even appreciate the fact that Tekno came out to even talk about this, because he could have just left it at that and just leave the...
But then it's publicity, because right now I'm looking forward to that video.
Yeah, so many people actually said that.
Because that's a new concept.
Here.
Transparent truck with girls in it. We haven't seen that in any other music video.
I think our time is almost up, but I need to say that there should be some level of synergy between, is it Lassa they call them now, Lashra, yeah, and these entertainers, because this is why they leave the country to go and shoot their videos to avoid distress.
He also mentioned that.
So we'll probably talk more on this on the afternoon episode, but we have to go right now, and that's how we wrap up on this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and remember you can also catch up on all this conversation on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe at Plus TV Africa. My name is Elsie Godwin, and I thank you as always to go to my co-anchors Ifeolu Oshunkeye and Ewa Oritu, and the entire production team.
Elsie will fight.
My name is Elsie Godwin. Again, saying thank you for watching and see you later.